Hey guys, in my last video I did DS and old NES and Super Famicom and things like that. I was going to do a collection video before this, but I decided I was going to wait till I get my games this week, so it would be a little bit longer. So let's get into it. This video I'm going to be doing my newer Nintendo games that I really enjoy. These are all my favorite games. They're just games I really enjoy that I've played. All these games I've played at least a little bit of. So yeah, I haven't beat all of them, but I know that I like them. And let's get on to it. I'm doing digital games and newer games this time. So my first games I'm going to get into is, I got two games, well maybe three. Three games that are digital that are pretty cheap games. Edge is a really fun puzzle game. And Gunman Clive 1 and 2 is a 2D platformer, but it has really pretty 3D visuals for the 3D-ness of the 3DS, and it's not that expensive of games. The number 2 is the more expensive one out of the two. It's only $3, so it's really not expensive. Next is the newer games, well, at least the main console games. Start off with GameCube. I have Resident Evil 0, which I also have number 1 and 2, just I haven't played it that much. So, this one I really enjoy. I haven't beat it yet because I got into a point where I used all my ammo and there's no respawning ammo, so I have to restart it eventually. And next, I have Soul Calibur 2. I also have this on Xbox and PS2. I don't think I grabbed them for the other list, but I really enjoy this game. It's the same throughout all the different consoles, just it has different characters for each game. As you can see, this one has Link from Zelda, which I think is a really cool touch. I think he fits into the universe perfectly. Next is actually a game I got for free. Is Animal Crossing. I got it for free because my local GameStop had retro games for a little bit. They don't have them anymore, but for like a month or so, they had some retro games, and I had a whole bunch of GameStop points that I didn't use, so I was able to use it on this, and I'm really glad I did. I think this would have been like $10. It wasn't extremely expensive, but this is a really fun game, especially for what price I paid for it. It kind of reminds me of the My Sims game I showed you in the last video on the DS, just, better, because it's the original one. The Sims knocked off these people. Sorry. Next is Marvel Nemesis, which is a really fun superhero fighter. It's a 3D fighter. I think it's really cool. All the characters have different abilities. Spider-Man can swing around the map. He can pick up some things, but not... he can pick up cars, but he can't pick up big trucks. And they have people like the Thing. I think the Thing's in here. He can pick up pretty much anything. Like, they have different abilities and different things. I think that's a really cool idea. And I always wish they would have made a second one with new characters and all that. Next is the Wii. I have Elebits, which is actually a really cheap game, so I had the price sticker on there. I don't have any glue going, so it's kind of hard to take stickers off sometimes. But this is an arcade light gun game. It's a really fun game. Pretty much, there's these little monsters that control electricity and stuff. You have to zap them to control different things and get to a certain score by the end of the time. So it's a really fun game, especially for only $3. And then I have another cheap game, which is Drawn to Life, which is like $4 and is a really fun platformer. Not much to say about it. Most people know what it is. Just it's a guilty pleasure because most people just think it's a kid's game, but I still like it. My Sims. I sold the DS ones, but not too long ago I found out they had console version. And I still think this is a pretty good one. I like the regular My Sim, but they also come with My Sims Racing for only $6 for both of these games, which is a pretty good deal. Even though I don't really like My Sims Racing that much. I haven't played it, but I haven't had any interest to play it. But yeah, I think it's a really fun game, and I really suggest you give it a try for that price. I'm not gonna say a whole bunch about it because not a lot of people like that game. Next is Mario Galaxy, which is actually a game I haven't played until now, which a lot of people say is ridiculous. But Nintendo's expensive, and they finally got down to around $15 used. So I got it. And it's still expensive for a used copy, but it's not insanely expensive for that. So I got it, and it's a very fun game for what it is. Has a nice, pretty manual and all that, and I think it's a really fun Mario game. I think it beats a lot of other Mario games. I just wish that maybe they'd bring it to the Switch, or if they had real controls. I really don't like having to be in front of the sensor to play it. Next is the Wii U, which I only have one game for. Is Shantae Half Genie Hero. The other game I just don't like that much, but this one is very fun for what it is. And I think it's around $15, and that's the collector system. The only thing is, I can't say it's worth it nowadays since it's on the Switch too. Which I'm tempted to get it on the Switch if it ever goes down in price, but I really want to beat it on the Wii U first. Next, I have the Switch, the latest console for Nintendo, and then I have some download games I have on my Switch that I'm going to show you next. I have Lego City Undercover, which I also have on the Wii U, but I just like the Switch version better because it takes out a lot of the gimmicky motion controls, which I never was really a fan of. So I'm really glad, and I got this for only $20 on sale, so it's a really good deal for that. And I've actually beat this game. Only thing that I can say that's bad about it is it has a lot of collectibles, so I beat the game completely, but it says I only got 20% of it done. Not like a game like Jak and Daxter, which is a really good game that does that very well. I beat Daxter on PSP, and the story says I'm 70% done. It only has like 30% of collectibles, so that's a really good. That's a really good ratio thing, because it seems like a really cheap way to make your game longer, and it's not a fun way. And it was only $20, and I spent that much time in it, so I didn't really feel a need to go back and find all this stuff. I had Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I actually have this on Xbox too, but I really enjoy the Switch one over it because, of course, I can play it in bed. But this is a really fun game. I got this for $40, so my Switch games I have paid a good bit of money for because not all of the games are that cheap. But I think this is a really fun game to play on the Switch because there's a lot of time you can put into this. Like, I beat it completely on the Xbox One, but I still like to come back to the Switch game and beat it again. I think that's all my Switch game focus. This is all my Switch games, so I'm going to move on to my PlayStation games on the next video, and then my wait, I forgot. I still have some download games to show. Okay. Let's see, take off this one too, because that's actually one I need. I have Octopath Traveler demo. Is actually a really long demo for what it is, so that's a game that's really like. Move on to the next game. I really like Minecraft. That's also a really good game, but it's on everything else, so I don't think it's that amazing on the Switch. Just good that they have it. Dawn of the Breakers is free. Paladin is free, so it doesn't have to be amazing for that. Octodad is a really fun game. It's around $15, so I wish they came out with a physical copy so I can buy it on a cartridge, but it is a really fun game for what it is. And it has enough to do on it. Square Boy vs. Bullies, which is another good game. And Stardew Valley. I don't want to list too many of them on it. I have, there's a lot of cheap Switch games, but it means a really a lot of cheap Switch games for download, but it doesn't mean they're good. A lot of them are really crap. So I get them every time I see them on sale for fairly cheap, but it doesn't mean I like them. So that's about it for this video. The next video I'm going to be making the PlayStation games I really like, and yeah, let's do the next video and get this over with.